Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the SoFlo Soccer channel. My name is Matt, and we have more Inter Miami to talk about today. The post-game reaction. Let me get this shirt out of here. The post-game reaction to Inter Miami versus freaking Columbus Crew. And okay. I already see like the comments rolling in. And I'm just gonna say. Actually, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how to feel, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know how you guys feel, but like, I don't know how to feel about this. Like, I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy, but it's like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know how much time I'm gonna spend on this reaction because obviously I didn't go live directly after the game. I had to rewind and watch a little bit because I was working, and then I had dinner, so I was watching it and things like that. But a 1-0 win at Columbus, um, in the cold, in a slightly rotated team, in a very, I don't know, a very like performance. Like I'm gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's I'm gonna take it. I'm just gonna take the win. I'm gonna take the 3 points. We stay undefeated, and then we just kind of move on. I'm not gonna analyze it too deeply today. I'll probably come back on Monday, and probably go into like a little bit of a deep dive into this game. But I'm just gonna talk about some very quick little things that I've noticed from the game itself that I think we need to discuss now, and then we'll probably go into more depth, like I said, on Monday because it's Easter weekend. We're gonna have family over. We're gonna spend time with family, and we're gonna eat good. So let's get into the comments first before we get into anything. Ash says, "What's up? Hey, what's up, Ash? The game could have been a 4-4 draw. That's if Columbus knew how to finish, dude. Like Columbus were so bad in front of net, and it just honestly we could have lost this game if uh if they just knew how to finish. I think they easily had like 10 opportunities like in front of goal, like 10 very dangerous opportunities. Um it just never seemed like we were able to get like any momentum in the game. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Quick little live story. Yeah, we'll probably be live for about like 30 minutes or so. Like we're just gonna let everything out, see what everybody has to say. We're not gonna, like I said, not gonna go too deep into it. We'll save that for Monday after the Easter weekend and things like that. Because I'll feel like a little bit less rushed, and then I can go spend more time with my family. And tomorrow's like the one day off of work that I have, so I kind of want to enjoy it, and it's Easter, etc. Messi hardly had any time with the ball, yeah, and a lot of people were worried also about Messi potentially being injured at the end of the game. I didn't see anything, but apparently because he was like walking around, everybody just assumed that he is like suffering in silence from like this mysterious injury again. And I don't think it was. I think Mascherano spoke about it in a press conference saying that he feels fine, that he's all right. And that, I don't know, that everything it just looks good. So I don't know. But I'm not worried about Messi though. Like I honestly am not, because like when Messi has to perform, he performs. And when Messi's given the opportunity, he'll take advantage of it. Unlike some other people, unlike some other players. Who would you have thought Ben Cremachi with the header? That was not on my bingo card. I'm going to tell you that right now. Benja Cremachi with the winning goal, assisted by Chilo Wengant. I think the pre-assist or the hockey assist was by Suarez, or it could have been like Busi. I don't remember off the top of my head. But it was a well put together goal, and that was honestly the one way that we were going to score against Columbus. There was no other way for us to score against Columbus. Like, and I've said it in the preview, it was to find the space in behind, whether that was the half space or just any space in behind, because the Columbus defenders were going to bite at some point. If we had fast players like Chelo, like Fafa, like Tadeo Ashende, we were going to find that space in behind. And then like Jordi Alba, if we were able to put those passes in behind, we were there. Like, we were going to get there. Now, Cremachi playing in that advanced central position, I wasn't expecting that, I'm going to be honest, but hey, it worked. There was a little bit of luck in that as well. I'm not gonna take anything away from Gramsci, but obviously there was a little bit, there was just a little bit of luck there with that header. But I'm gonna take it. And sometimes you need a little bit of luck. It's like we get worse every single game. Columbus could literally have scored 7 if they wanted to. I don't know about getting worse every single game, but I understand the frustration. I understand kind of what you mean. I don't think we're getting worse every single game. It's just very look, at the end of the day, we hold this team to a very, very high standard. And rightfully so, because we have like the best players in the league and possibly the world, or was once the world, like in their time, in their generation. So we hold this team to a very high standard. And the performances that they put on the field recently have been unacceptable to a lot of excuse me, to a lot of people's standard for this team, because not only if you just take away Messi, Suarez, and whatever, put them aside, the 38-year-olds aside, we still have young players like Tadeo Allende, like Delasco Segovia, like Yannick Bright, like Maxime Falcon, who's like 27, Toto Aviles, etc. And it's just not really, not that I'm saying it's not working out. I don't want to talk about this like it was a bad game, but we're seeing, I don't know. I really don't know how to word this. Like, this wasn't a bad game in my eyes because we won. At the end of the day, we won. But I think it's like the manner of how we won is not ideal, because we won by 1 goal that came out of a little bit of luck. It was a good play, but it was a little bit of luck at the end of the day with the finish, with the header. And then we couldn't get a second. And we could have conceded like 7 goals. And, we looked a little bit rough. I mean, like, we did well defensively. We were able, like, well defensively in the sense that we were able to lock them down and prevent any goals from being scored. But that also was because they just couldn't finish. So that just makes our defense look good. I don't know. It was just ugly. Mike V says it. We're going to have a ton of ugly wins this year. Today was an ugly win. I'm happy with the win. I'm happy of getting the 3 points. But at the end of the day, it was ugly. It wasn't pretty. And that's what everyone's expecting. Everybody's expecting a spectacular. Everybody's expecting 3 goals to be put away every single game. Everybody's expecting all of this. Is Cremashi our number 9? What the fuck? What are you talking about, dude? Cremashi's not our number 9. Our new number 9. Okay, well, I mean, if Obando's just not going to play and we're just going to be playing Cremashi, then screw it. Let's just put Cremashi at the 10. Put him as an advanced 10, as like a shadow striker. What's it called? I think like the worst thing about the defense, this is alarming. Aren't these guys doing anything in training? The turnovers are getting worse. Suarez is a new attacking midfielder. Okay. Let me see something. Hold on. Let me think. Let me finish the defense topic and then we'll get into the attack. Let me finish the defensive discussions, because I thought obviously the defense was good. The defense looked good because I think Columbus weren't able to finish. We still had Jordiaba looking good. We still have Noah Allen still looking good. Like, Noah Allen has been probably the most consistent player on this team by far. And besides Messi, besides Messi and Boosie and Jordi and whatever, like, Noah Allen has quite literally been the most consistent player on this team, which is extremely, extremely impressive to say. Like, you would not expect something like that from Noah Allen. And he just keeps surprising me every single time. I thought Lujan could have had a better game. There was that one moment where he could have gave away a penalty. I don't know if it was just nerves. I don't know if it's just skill. It really, really surprised me, the fact that Lujan played at right center back. Like, extremely, extremely, extremely surprised me that he played right center back. I had no idea what the purpose of that was. What's up, Circus? I had zero clue, like, why that was, like, the decision. I don't know if Mascherano just wanted to rest Toto or rest, I guess, and Martinez. We saw Martinez get some minutes afterwards. But I don't know. I don't like Lujan. I don't, which sucks, because I think all of us were. Everybody was really hyped about Lujan for the beginning when he first came in, and I just think he's a little bit underwhelming. I don't think that he is a starter for this team, and he can come off the bench maybe and help out, but as a starter, I don't want him starting at right center back. I don't want him starting at left center back, left back, right back. I don't want him. I don't want him starting. I honestly would rather see Chelo start over Lujan, and that might be a big take from me because I'm the biggest Chelo hater around. But I'd rather see Chelo play over Lujan, and Chelo did good. Chelo played well. I thought Chelo did good. I'm trying to think what else about the defense. There were moments, especially with Falcon and Aviles when he eventually got subbed on. Like when we went to like that back 10 or whatever the hell we did at the end of the game. Like we had Noah playing left back, we had Maxi, then Lujan, and then Martinez, and then Chelo. I think Lujan came off at that point. And then Toto Aviles was playing CDM with Busi. Like it was a little bit of a mess there because because Maxi was biting. Like Maxi kept anticipating and pressuring, not high up, but he kept doing it. He did it so much that it kept leaving space. It kept leaving space behind him, and it allowed Columbus to get those balls in the half spaces a couple of times within like those last 10, 15 minutes of the game. And that almost hurt us a couple of times. So that's something that I didn't like. And if I don't know. Other than that, I'm not really sure. Like what else about the defense? Anything else about the defense before I move on? Because I know we want to talk about Suarez. I know we want to talk about Benja and the midfield and the attack. So I want to finish the defense conversation before we move on to that. Columbus can't even beat a lethargic Inter Miami. What a joke. Come on, bro. Why was Suarez? Okay, we'll get to that in a second, Brad. We'll get to that in a second. Messi left. So unhappy. He did not like the game plan. To be honest, studying the defense kind of saved this today. But that's because Columbus, we were lucky. I don't know if this is just me. I'm not saying you're wrong, Bert, but genuinely, in my opinion, we were lucky. We should have lost. We should have 1,000% lost this game. Not because we played bad. Not because we played bad, like horrible, but because when we're up 1-0 and there's 10 minutes left and we're parking the bus, we just invited all of that pressure from Columbus. I'm not a manager. I'm not a tactician. I'm not Jose Mourinho. I have I'm not saying that this was the right thing to do. I'm not saying any of that. I'm not saying this was the wrong thing to do, what we did. This is simply my opinion. So don't come at me and don't hate on me for this. But it's like we were just inviting Columbus we were just soaking up the pressure, continuously soaking up the pressure, giving Columbus opportunity after opportunity, after chance, after chance, after chance in those final 10 minutes that it was just really threatening and it was really looking like they were going to score. And the fact that they didn't score is just on them because they had multiple opportunities, free one-on-ones that they just missed, not only in the last 10 minutes of the game, but even earlier on in the game. It was like Columbus were really like I don't know if they were nervous, but they were shocking in front of net. I'd be extremely disappointed if I was a Columbus fan right now because I would be furious. I'd be fuming if I was a Columbus fan. As a Columbus fan, I expected a win tonight. I 1,000% would have, after seeing that game, I'm like, how did we not score 3 or 4 goals? Easy. We could have scored 3 or they could have scored 3 or 4 goals. Easy. But, and I mean, and I guess that's what you get for taking off Bright, right? Because when Bright came off, it's like you lose that also a little bit of a defensive stability there. I don't know. It's like I don't know. I disagreed with a lot of the things today. I'm not saying it was wrong. I just disagree with a lot of the things that happened today. Let's look at maybe 1 or 2 defensive comments, and then we'll move on to the midfield and the attack. When Bright is subbed off, you can put 60 in the back. We can stop the run of play. Bright is our most important player. 100% agree. 1,000% agree. Okay, let's move on to the Let's move on to the midfield and the attack. I'm going to scroll up a bit in the chat to see if I can find some of the comments you guys were saying about some of the things about the midfield, about Suarez, about Benja. Um, let me see. Let me see. I think I scrolled a little too far up. So yeah, Kravashi is our new number 9. How did they lose? Miami was toothless. Messi have 0 ball. Few blocked shots, 1 good shot but wide, and 1 shot from the middle of the field. Suarez needs to sit down. He was so clumsy. Well, Suarez got subbed off. Suarez did get subbed off at what? The freaking here. I'm gonna pull up the thing. I'm gonna pull up the sofa. Oh, that's not the game. The sofa score analytics to show you guys and see what this whole thing is about. Bam. Let's look at this. So let's look at the lineup. Guys that got a 5.7 because he missed like 4 sitters. Look at the sitters that he missed. Well, I don't know about this one, but like he missed a lot. He missed a lot. He could have had a hat trick in this game, and he didn't. Suarez got subbed out in what minute? In the 68th minute for Telasco. Yannick Bright got subbed down the 77th. Same thing with Chelo and Ashende. And then we used our last sub with, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and then we used our last sub for David Martinez. I don't know. What was I going to say? Yeah, so Suarez is playing like a cam, which, sure, I don't mind that at all, to be honest. Why was Suarez spamming wrong passes in the midfield? I'd rather have him stay up top and do nothing. The fact that he loses the ball and starts complaining is so annoying. This was the problem. I don't mind Suarez playing a deeper role, but he can't hold possession. So if you're playing Suarez in that deep role, if you're playing anybody in that deep role, aka like Messi and whatnot, and Bushi or whoever, you need to be able to hold possession. And Suarez is not that person. Suarez is not the type of person to hold possession. He can slow down the play maybe, but he'll lose it in 2 seconds because his ball control, I'm not saying it's not the best, but it's just slower. He's just playing slower. And when he's playing against younger players who are high pressing, quick pressing, it's going to be hard. You're going to struggle. You're going to 1000% going to struggle. So I don't know. Like, I'm glad that he was subbed off because he just wasn't having a good game, and he hasn't had a good game in the last month? He hasn't had a good game in the last month, and I'm surprised that we saw Telasco and not Obando. I'm curious as to why Telasco was put in. I mean, like, maybe it's because he wanted more, like Mascherano wanted more midfield support, and he was probably going to go the defensive route anyway. Like, he knew he was going to go defensive, but I thought, like, I don't know, like that's just me. I don't know. Suarez creating an amazing pass to set up a first goal. Yes, but I just don't think that is his purpose. I just don't want that to be his purpose. If he does, okay, hold on. That was probably a bad way to phrase it. Yeah, I'm happy that he got the hockey assist, right? Because it was a great ball into Cheto, right? At the end of the day. But, like, I need him to score goals. I need him to score goals and get like 1-2 touch pass, like 1 touch passes in the box and get an assist, that way. I don't know. Like, Messi is supposed to be like, we can't have Messi and Suarez be playing deep. Because then who are our forwards? Do you want to put Ashende up top? Do you want to put Benja up top? Like, I feel like there's no, I don't know. I'm just confused. Like, maybe it's like, I'm just kind of all over the place right now, and I'm not trying, I can't like think clearly. But it's like, I just rather have Suarez be in the box and score. And I want Messi to supply the passes. I want Bushi to supply the passes. I want Tadeo Ashinde to be a forward as well. I want Obando to be the forward. I want Ifafa to control the wings. I don't know. In the Spanish feed, the field commentator did say that Suarez asked Mascherano why did he replace him. He wasn't happy. He hasn't had a good game since February. Mascherano was parking the airplane. He was parking the airport. He was parking the whole parking lot. Kanemashi did not understand. Wait, Kanemashi not understand Messi, and Ashinde not pass to Messi when he was free and ready to shoot. That's just IQ though. That's just like literally a lack of IQ because nobody can be on Messi's IQ. I didn't think Ashinde played a good game. Like, is that bad to say? I don't think Ashinde played a good game. I think he could have done a little bit better. I don't know what it is. And my dad said it too. My dad agreed, my dad told me originally, he was like, I don't think that Tadeo is having a good game. And I agreed. And I was really hyping up Tadeo. I was like, we need to start Tadeo. We need to play at Tadeo because I think he'll give us the best chance to win this game. His runs inside, the way he cuts in, his finishing, the whatever, the pace, the height, the passing, the whatever. And honestly, I think he had a pretty slow game. I thought he had a slow game. Like, I don't want to. Okay, Mike V says here, we can't justify starting 9 by saying he had a good pass. He had 33 passes and he turned the ball over 10 times. I agree. And this is not me shitting on Suarez. Like, I don't want to talk smack on Suarez. But like, that's just not, I don't think that's his purpose. Unless they're completely changing the style of play that we're doing, and you want Suarez to play as like a cam, and you want Messi to play as a cam. But if you want Messi and Suarez to be playing as cams, we need a striker. We need a striker. So who is that going to be? Is that going to be Tadeo? Is that going to be Obando? Is that going to be freaking Leo Afonso? Like, I don't know. Like, who is that going to be? Like, if you're going to play, which is not going to happen, by the way, this is completely hypothetical and theoretical. But if you're playing like a 3-4-2-1, right? 3, 4, and then 2 cams and then 1 striker. If you want to play like that, which probably would be effective playing Messi and Suarez in that cam position, you still need a striker who is reliable of scoring goals, getting it behind the defense, scoring and stuff like that. I mean, like it still gives you Jordi Alba on the wing. It still gives you Chelo or Fafa, whoever's going to be on that right wing. I don't know. There are 2 or more instances Brian Camacho were pushing the ball up and there was nobody there. Yeah. Ashinde is not 100%. Yeah, I know. But I was really looking forward to seeing like a good performance out of Tadeo. Yeah, Suarez and especially Messi dropping deep. I miss Campana. We have 0 forward if coach don't want to play Obando. We don't have a forward. And when Messi does sit there lingering up top, it doesn't help us at all. Like, I don't like Messi just sitting there at the center circle. Like, I understand why he's there. Like, he'll be there if we're on the counter attack, he can be there ready to like supply the pass forward and even make a run himself. But he's the only one that's up there. I just don't. I don't know. I could be talking nonsense. I just had a whole freaking plate of dinner, and so I'm feeling like stuffed. So I could be just uttering complete nonsense, but I don't know. I'm like food drunk right now. Yeah, Suarez and especially Messi. I think I already. You see what I'm saying? I already said that, and I pulled it up again. I can't blame Tadeo. He started left wing. They moved him. Then they moved him to right wing. I think he was so confused with the tactics today. Yeah, I'm not blaming Tadeo on anything. I'm just saying that he had a slow game, which is it was bound to happen because he's just coming off injury too. So I'm not putting anything bad on Tadeo. Obando is going to play. He is just here and he's a kid. No, I know, but it's like we haven't. I'm not trying to put pressure on Obando, but we only saw Obando play what, like 10 minutes against like Toronto. I think Obando would have been ideal to play today. I thought he was ideal to play last time out. Like, we just need I think we need a striker. Like, I just don't, I just don't get it. Like, I don't understand the tactic anymore. Like, I don't understand what the approach is anymore. Because if, like I said, if the approach is having Suarez and Messi play as cams, we need a striker still. Tadeo Ashende needs to play. I think he's primarily plays on the left. I think. Or was it the right? I think it was the right. I think he primarily plays the right. And then he started on the left and then he shifted to the right. Whatever. I thought Fafa had a slow game, but he's probably not even ready yet. He's probably not fully fit. I don't know. I don't know. I think we could have just looked better today. I think that's what, at the end of the day, that's what I'm trying to say. I wish we looked a little bit better today. I wish the passing was more on point. I wish we were a little bit more kind of in control, because Columbus did end up having like 60% of the possession. I'm trying to look at the stats here now. 60% of the possession. They had 8 big chances. They had 16 total shots. We had 7 total shots. We had 1 big chance. So that was most likely the goal. We had 4 saves to the 1. They completed 648 passes. Miami completed 466. So it's about almost a 200 pass difference. We had 2 yellow cards. I don't know. I just didn't like it. Today we played a 4-6-0. Putting Suarez in the midfield took a lot from Messi, but it did not look good at all. This is not Suarez's position. Like I said, I'd rather see Messi drop in deep like that. If you ask me, I understand. Look, at the end of the day, I'm trying to look at the bigger picture here, right? We played a rotated team. We literally played Lujan, Chelo, Noah Allen, and Jordi Alba as the back four. Jordi Alba and Noah Allen being the only 2 proper starters. Lujan, the fact that he's still getting starting, the fact that Lujan is still starting for this team is ridiculous. Chelo, I understand, because it's Chelo and he's a right back. Or he's probably one of the better right backs behind Ian Frey. I'm trying to think. I understand, it's a rotated team, and I guess Mascherano wanted to just focus for Thursday. He didn't want to risk anything, because even though I feel like even though it may seem like he wants to make it seem like it's important to them, which I'm sure in a way it is, winning the games, morale, all of that stuff. I'm sure that obviously that's very important to them, but I think at the end of the day, it's okay, as long as nobody's injured and we can have proper rest and prepare properly for the Champions Cup, I don't think they care. I genuinely don't think they care. Look, on a very deep level, I don't think they care. I don't know what you guys think, but I just don't think they care. I don't think Inter Miami care, because even though it's 2 undefeated teams, and to be honest, this is one of the best, if not the best, Eastern Conference team. I'm going to say one of the best. One of the best Eastern Conference teams, if not one of the best MLS teams this season in Columbus Crew. We ended up getting 3 points in their home. At the end of the day, even though that's the occasion, they're focused on Champions Cup. I think they're more worried about focusing on Champions Cup, and they're not really worried. As long as Messi is not injured and nobody gets hurt in these types of games, and we can properly rest everybody, then I think at the end of the day, I think anything is going to be a win. Just say how bad Messi was in the position right back when Miami scored. Crew probably thought it was safe. They overloaded a lot. Like I said, I'm gonna look back, and I'll probably come back on Monday and do a little bit more in-depth stuff. And while I talk about other things, I'll probably come up with another game plan, to be honest, for how we should be approaching games like against Vancouver. But yeah, I know I saw they were overloading a lot on that right side. More like a 1-3-6 or a 1-4-5. Remember, Frey is not a right back. I know, but he plays well in that position. Honestly, Chelo, like I said, Chelo did fine at that right back spot. And low key, if Frey was playing right back in that game, I don't think he was gonna get that ball in. Not saying that he doesn't have the skill to do it. I just don't think he'd be making those types of runs. That's a very Chelo run to make. A good team knows how to win while playing bad. The only problem is getting accustomed to play like this. Well, I guess that's us, right? Because we're a good team that knows how to win even though we're playing bad, which is literally what happened today. So, look, at the end of the day, I'm happy with the 3 points. I'm happy that we got a win. I'm happy that nobody walked away with an injury. And now I'm even more happy because now we get to focus for Vancouver. This first Vancouver game, it's going to suck. It's 10:30 at night Eastern time. I don't know what it is for everybody else, but it's going to suck, but I'm super, super excited. I'm very sluggish. Like I said, I ate a lot of dinner recently. So I'm very sluggish right now, but I'm very excited for that game. This is just a quick little live, just talking about the game, getting just some of my raw thoughts in, as long as your guys' opinions as well. And like I said, I'll come back on Monday, and if there's something like that I missed or that I haven't talked about that probably we should be talking about, or something that we should focus on for Vancouver, and then on Monday, like I said, we'll talk about that. I know I've said that like 7 times, but I don't know. Like just to make sure everybody caught it. Just to make sure everybody got it. But no, I'm gonna end it here because I still have to shower. I stink. I went to work. I went to the gym. I ate, and I still stink. So I needed to hit the shower, and then I have to freaking do some other things too. So I'm so tired, bro. I'm so freaking tired. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. This is why I don't do lives like anymore past, like, I don't know if anybody noticed, but this is why I don't go live like past 8 o'clock or like 9 o'clock at night. I just start getting tired and I start getting sleepy. So that's why I start doing them at like 6 or 7 or 5 or whatever. But anyway, yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this live discussion. Inter Miami versus Columbus. We keep the winning streak alive, or I should say the undefeated streak alive. We end Columbus's undefeated streak. We are now the only team in MLS who remains undefeated. And yeah, even though the win was ugly, the team was rotated. At the end of the day, 3 points is 3 points. I believe now that puts us in, what is it? Maybe, is that first or second? No, that actually puts us in third. So this puts us in third position in the Eastern Conference standings right here. Charlotte are in first with 19 points. Cincinnati are tied with 19 as well. We are in third. We're still a game in hand. So in theory, if we were to win, like we're technically in first if we just keep winning. Columbus are down to fourth position after that loss. Philly in fifth, Nashville in sixth, Orlando seventh, Chicago eighth, and the Red Bulls are in ninth. Those are the playoff spots right now. Hey, yo, chill, bro. Chill. Hey, nah, chill. Yo, why do you want to know if I have a free subscription? That's crazy. That's crazy. Aisley is trying to subscribe to a free OnlyFans. That's wild. That's wild. You guys are crazy. You guys are funny. But anyways, like I said, thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for sharing your opinions. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. I'll see you guys on Monday for a little bit more in depth, a little bit earlier. I'll have more notes. I have more things prepped for you guys. And yeah, have a great rest of your night. Happy Easter to everybody who celebrates. Have a great rest of your weekend. If you don't, I'll see you guys in the next one. Ball Miami. Oof.
¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo.